next for him. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Grizzlies first...
They do. Great philosophy and attitude. Thanks, D.A. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Serge Ibaka.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And the Clippers starting five. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. And it's George in at the 3. And for Memphis, Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. ABC is out there with Morant. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. To the wing on the left. Here's ABC. Kennard covering. Back to Morant. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
In the corner, Kennard with it. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
You know, with Kennard, he can do things other than shoot. I mean, and that helps open up the three-ball for him.
Here's ABC. Kennard covering. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Brooks against George. Grizzlies with the rebound.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Boyd. Kennard with the rebound.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Banked in off the glass. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, gets inside, finds himself a shot.
And it's good for 2.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
And there's the pass to Ibaka. Kicks it to George. Pass to Kennard. Knocks it loose. Here's ABC. Kennard covering. Here's Boyd. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. George against Brooks. George dishes to Ibaka. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, he knows he has to be their defensive anchor. I mean, when Drummond hustles on this end, he can get these blocks.
Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for him.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Defended by Drummond. Here's ABC. 8 points for him. Takes a 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
George against Brooks. And George kicks to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
But the play disrupts the defense, and Kennard smartly capitalizes. He gets the ball to a ready shooter.
Here's ABC. Kennard covering. Jackson has the open look, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
George against Brooks. George passes to Ibaka, and it's sent back by Drummond.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Here's Boyd. And that one, good. ABC's got 13. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Memphis?
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
George against Brooks. And George kicks to Jackson. Into the lane. And it's Morant with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's ABC. 13 points in the game. Five to shoot. Out to Morant. Here's ABC. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. And here's George. To the inside. Jackson misses. Boyd the pass to Brooks. And here's Morant, guarded by Jackson. Here's ABC. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And Norman Powell subbed in for Marcus Morris. Here's ABC. Last game out, he had 14. The dish to Adams. To the wing right side. Here's ABC, defended by George. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Kennard, the pass to George. He gets it in there.
Oh, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. He doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
Here's ABC. 15 points in the game. Goes up to the stripe, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Clippers trail by 8. Powell inside. Working on Drummond, and yes, it's good.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Here's ABC. Kennard covering. Boyd the pass to Drummond. Here's ABC. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Jackson kicks to Powell. Passes it to George. Kennard with the ball. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Here's ABC, defended by George.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead. And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Here's ABC, defended by George. And he gets the bucket. And now it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Pass to Kennard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Kennard's got 10 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the...
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. George passes to Ibaka. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Memphis leading by 10. So for the Clippers right now, Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Mann in at the 2. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And at the midway point, Chris, what stands out about this phase of the regular season to you?
Well, usually the standings have solidified, Kevin. The favorites, the cellar dwellers. We had some great stories. Now this is where the front offices has to take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Just a guy who grew up with basketball in his DNA. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s dad. Jaren Sr. was a heck of a player. I played with him. He won a title with the Spurs in 2003.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Driving in. That shot, no good. Clippers trail by 11. That's tipped. Jones looking for an opening.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. LA's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Mann. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Kennard. Tries again. The shot will not fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
They had a hard time taking the lid off the basket. Their offense just looked flat.
To the paint. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Memphis. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And for a guy who rarely dribbled when he first entered the league, Ibaka now comfortable enough to score off the drive.
Here's ABC. Kennard covering. Six to shoot. Here's Boyd. And the rejection by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. But they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. And so here are the Clippers, trailing by 13. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Dishes it to George. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple. George has got his second basket of the night.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Here's ABC. Kennard covering. Here's Boyd. Lays it up off the glass. ABC's got 6 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Drummond working against Ibaka. Here's George. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Boyd. Up and in on the layup. ABC's got 27 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Dylan Brooks, who went to Oregon, was the 2017 Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, and the second round pick that year, I mean, he was taken 45th. Despite that, he's carving out a solid career as a two-way wing.
Count it. He has 29.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Driving the lane. Offensive rebound. Ibaka outside. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George against Brooks. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And he had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Here's ABC. He's got 29 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Clippers trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's man, defended by Jones, and the shot goes down.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he gets it to go. 33 points for ABC.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. This has done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Here's ABC. 33 points for him. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. ABC's got 35 in the game.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
And the Clippers call time here. Chris, the NBA cutting back on the foul calls for those unnatural shooting motions. You know, the break check, the pump and jump and all that. Do you like that change?
I mean, look, it's already an offensive player's game. It's hard enough to check a guy with the skill set that these players have. So, yeah, the league is throwing a ball to defenders, and it's about time.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. John Morant comes in for Tyus Jones, and then for Los Angeles. Hartenstein's checked in for Ibaka. Ivica Zubats has checked in for Marcus Morris, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Terrence Mann. Here's ABC, defended by George. Here's Boyd. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Brooks grabs the board. Memphis leading by 18. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Boyd. Adams trying to free himself up. Kennard with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Hartenstein passes to Jackson. Another shot. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's ABC. He has 35. He kicks to Adams. There's the pass to Boyd. There's the drive. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Down low, Hartenstein. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Nice awareness from George. He just reads the D and makes a clever pass to an open teammate.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And it's blocked.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Pass to Hartenstein. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the...
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing different?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Memphis out in front at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what was your impression?
And the game plan they went with.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seam, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. John Morant, he's out there with ABC, and it's Drummond in at the center position. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. It's an 18-point game. And he drives in. It's good.
He's not the biggest guy on the court, but Jackson doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take a knock as long as he can get his points out of it.
Here's Boyd. Offline with his 3. Clippers trail by 16. In the corner, Kennard with it. No good on the triple. And for Memphis, they're shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Misses the 3.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
And you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Here's Boyd. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Los Angeles on D. They trail by 16. Good on the three-point shot. ABC's got 42 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
No problems knocking that one down. 9 points for Paul George.
Well, you can't leave somebody that wide open when Jackson's running the show. Reggie will find him every time.
Here's ABC, and he has 42. The floater, he lays it in. ABC's got 7 points for the quarter.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Now the feed to Ibaka, and he banks in the layup.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Boyd. The Clippers grab the miss. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jackson passes to George. Morant against Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's ABC. He's got 44. From deep three-point range. Memphis the rebound. Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Okay, I see Drummond's offensive game starting to evolve a little bit. He's learning how to trick the D with a nice pump fake.
And don't get in Drummond's way when he's going for a rebound. He said he had to rough up a teammate for stealing his boards.
Yeah, Greg, well, I mean, that's his bread and butter. Take a word of advice. Let the big man eat.
He misses the free throw.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Anderson in for Dillon Brooks. George with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. George trying to break free.
And Morris really rises up for these jams, leaving no mistake as he finishes with authority.
Here's ABC, guarded by Powell. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And Greg, when it comes to the players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
The Grizzlies have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
The first one falls. Tillman, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. He's perfect from the line this time.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And he lobs it up. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. 6 points for him.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
That one's not going to go. Passes it to Powell. Jackson has the open look. He goes up again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, look at Morris. Just using that big body of his to draw contact. The defense has a tough time matching up with him.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
Man passes to Hartenstein. "13 feet away. No good off the back of the rim.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Boyd. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Man's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Man with the rebound.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? I mean, last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropping.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Here's Boyd. Off target from three-point range.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, "I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor." Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kennard for 3. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Here's the lob to Adams, and the rejection by Zubac. Kennard on the wing. Kicks to Powell. Over Jackson, and the rejection by Jackson. There's the lob to the hoop, and good, there's another.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Now here's Powell. He's got 10. It could go, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So for the Clippers right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 1. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to man. It's blocked.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Boyd. Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. It's Powell on the wing. Stolen by Brooks. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Boyd. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In the perfect timing, with a small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Got a piece of it. And he stays with it. And he gets it back. Here's Ibaka. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Not the guy you expect to be missing a bunny.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's ABC. They grab their own miss. And it's Morant missing. Powell against Brooks. Powell, the pass to Kennard. Now the pass to Mann. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Kennard for 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Drummond's checked in for the Grizzlies. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jackson's checked in. Memphis leading by 7. Here's ABC. Misses off the right iron. For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Morant against Jackson. Inside, here's Kennard. They could use a bucket, and the layup is good.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Kennard is scoring now. Kennard is scorching now. Got to keep feeding his hot hand.
Here's Boyd. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Powell against Brooks. It's Powell with the drive. That one doesn't go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Driving inside.
Oh, man, fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when his guys have clean looks.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here's Boyd. And got it. Another basket.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Pass to Kennard. Passes to Zubats. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Knocked loose. On the wing, Jackson. And that time, also a missed shot. Memphis leading by 12. Here's ABC to the middle. Jackson passes to Boyd. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Norman Powell. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Jackson passes to Kennard. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Here's ABC. Lets a floater go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Clearly a foul.
And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
Brooks against George. To the paint. Stolen by Brooks. Here's ABC. With a floater. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Over Drummond. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
It's hauled in by George.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Jackson finds George. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's ABC, guarded by Jackson. Out to Morant. The pass to Boyd. Shot clock at 6. Goes up from the top of the key. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson passes to Kennard. It's George on the wing, guarded by Morant. And that one's good, George.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Here's Boyd. Drummond passes to Boyd. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's solid recognition by Drummond, seeing a gaping hole in the defense and finding the open man.
Guarded by Jackson. The dish to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. George finds Ibaka. Shoots over Morant. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 8 points for Serge Ibaka.
And you got to worry about Ibaka everywhere. Inside, beyond the arc, and the mid-range. He'll find that spot to beat you.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Morant against Jackson. Pass to Kennard. He kicks it to George. For the 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
with the drive. The putback. Pass to Boyd. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Adams checked in. And here is Los Angeles now. 15-point game. Pass to Kennard. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Ibaka against Adams. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Here's Boyd. It's all. In by George. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. Ibaka outside. Back to Jackson. Guarded by Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Morant.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And yep, another basket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, selected second in 2019, Kevin. Ja Morant, the highest draftee in Ohio Valley Conference history. And he became the second Grizzly ever to win Rookie of the Year, joining Paul Gasol.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Well, some people felt, Chris, that Ja Morant was an all-star snub in his rookie year.
Well, you look at what he accomplished in year one. I mean, he joined Magic Johnson, the great Isaiah Thomas, and Trae Young is the only 20-year-old rookies to average at least 17 points and 7 assists per game. That's some lofty company.
Another bucket. Wow.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the first and third place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and third place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Boyd. And the shot falls short this time.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that. Great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Here's Boyd. Off with the layup.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Trying to get open is Ibaka.
What a game he's having on the boards. Even their big fellas can't keep him off the glass.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Memphis.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For ABC.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
And the slick pass from George set that up well. He has such a natural instinct for where to send the ball.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so, I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.